Hold down, man. Suitcase this, my cell phone and my charger don't walk with a limp. Get it knocked off or missing, you gon' get it. Next time I see your ass, you gon' leave airlifted. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Kfrogtv. Y'all go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you can see it first. For this video here, I'm going to be speaking on a topic that a lot of people been asking me to speak on for a real long time. Okay? On my gaming channel, I get comments frequently and requests on different videos. And this one right here is one that I feel like a lot of people been asking me for a while. You know, people want to know, are there ghosts inside of prison? Okay, me, I'm here to break it down to y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all my personal experience from things that I've seen and shit that, you know, don't seem right, and y'all can let me know in the comment section what y'all think. All right, man, I got a magic special for y'all today, man. See the cup out there? Fuck they got going on with these spirits, man. K-Frog. When I was incarcerated, there was some times that were like, I was real iffy about things that I'd see, things that I'd hear, and stuff like that. Like, for instance, when I was in an open bay dorm at one of the institutions I was at, it used to always look like there was an officer or some sort of something. When we'd look out the window where I was bunked at, there would always be something like standing over there in the corner in front of another dorm across the compound. Now, I always thought it was like an officer out there smoking a cigarette on his break, or, you know, whatever it may be. But, you know, when someone's smoking a cigarette, you're going to see that cherry light up, you know? And I used to always see it. And I felt like the more I looked at it, that shit would be there for hours. So I'm like, there's no way in hell there is someone standing right there for hours like that. And then some nights I would look and it wouldn't be there. You feel me? So me and my two homeboys, we used to trip out about this shit. I used to be like, bro, that's a ghost, bro. That's a ghost, bro. I'm telling you. And they smoke Tunchi. For those that don't know what that is, that's K2. All right? I didn't smoke Tunchi, but they did. So, you know, they're already half shot as it is. But they used to be, like, tripping when they'd look out that window and they'd be like, bro, it's not there, it's not there. And then I'd go look and shit and I'd see it wasn't there. And I literally, since my bunk was like in between two windows, I had all time of the day to just sit on my bunk and look out the window, you know? And I used to try so hard to see, is that an officer? But it looked like it was looking dead at me from where the hell it was standing at, you know? And it wasn't like just out in the open over there. It was like to the side of a door that you walk into another dorm. Like a little shadow cut, you know, and I used to just stare at it, and then sometimes it wouldn't be there, it'd be in the cut on the other side of the door, you know, shit like that. So I swore that was a ghost, you know. That's just me though, you know. But after you do so much time, you know, you start seeing shit that truly ain't there. And like I said, I actually tried to see if it was a person, because it looked just like a person, but you couldn't see you could just see the layout of it, you know, and it was like whitish looking from a distance. You get what I'm saying? But you couldn't really see if it was a person. You couldn't tell who it was. You feel me? Now, that ain't just it. There was also a shower that was known to be haunted inside of confinement at one of the institutions that I was in the box at. And no one wanted to go in that shower. Now, for anyone who's been to confinement, y'all know how showers are ran. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Okay? For those that ain't been to prison or don't know no better, that's when showers are ran, when you're in the box. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Alright? And they go to your cell, they handcuff you, they handcuff your bunkie, and they take y'all to the showers. There's usually either 2 up top and 2 down bottom, or it could be 4 up top and 4 down on the bottom. You see what I'm saying? And this one shower was known to be haunted. So haunted that it worked and everything, but the guards didn't even open the cage to put people in it. So they only used, out of them showers that were up top, they only used 3 of them. They used the 2 on that side and the 1 on that side. You know, and for some reason it was like during the night, like I said, they're cage doors, you know, there was like metal doors. But during the night, that one would like, you'd hear like banging on it. Like out of nowhere, you would just hear, not a loud bang, like blah, 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 but you would still hear enough to where it was like doom, doom, to where it would make you think, damn, bro, what is there, a rat in there or something? Because in confinement at the camps I've been to, we got big ass rats, you know? So you're thinking like maybe it came up the drain and was in there and was trying to run around and it was too big to get under the door, so it would like hit the door. You know, you start thinking different shit. And it was crazy because like for some reason, the officers, right, when they'd walk around and do their rounds and do their count, like to do, you know, they count the bodies that are in each door, you know, 2, 4, 6. When they would walk over there to the end where the last cell was, that shower's light would start flickering. You feel me? So like there was a lot of speculation to where even the guards felt like that damn shower was haunted. You know? Also in confinement, you'll hear things that ain't really there, you know, make you think that shit's haunted. You feel me? Like me, I remember one time, me and my bunkie, we heard someone on the vent talking to us. You know, like there was someone on the vent. Like to this day, no one could tell me I didn't hear someone on the vent. You know, but it was different. It didn't sound like an adult. It sounded like a young person. Literally, it like had like the tone of either a female or a young person. You know, and it was crazy because me, my bunkie, the cell next to us, which was 2 of my dogs that were both from Miami, were trying to figure out who the hell it was. We would be on the vent talking from me to this room and then to the room down below him. You feel me? And we would all be, the only other person who could be on the vent with us is the room that was under me. Now, we would always be like, man, the person downstairs, like signing to the people in front of us. And they're like, bro, that room's vacant. There's no one in that room. You know what I'm saying? And me and my bunkie were the only ones that really heard it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd ask them if they were, hey, bro, who that was on the vent yesterday? And it was just weird. It sounded like I'd say like a hum noise. Like they were down there fucking doing a poem or something like that. It was just like real weird to where it wasn't, you understand? It didn't fit because here we're in prison. There ain't no girls and there ain't no children in here. You know what I'm saying? And to me, to this day, I feel like that was kind of like suspect as hell, you know? And this the type of things that you'll come across while you're incarcerated, you know? Little things, you know? I don't know if it's because your mind takes in too much, you know, from the violence and the shit you see in there that your mind's not normally meant to see. So it's kind of like trauma. It's kind of like traumatizes you. You feel me? But these little incidents that I'm telling y'all are things that took place while I was incarcerated, you know? Now, you have people that are psych inside of Florida prison, which is, I'm pretty sure, in any other prison. But we've actually had people who claim they see ghosts and get, you know, and the officers don't really take them serious because they're psych. You feel me? They're, you know, they think they're cuckoo, you know? So the shit that they be saying, people don't take seriously. But me personally, I feel like certain institutions are like that. You know, they got places down here, camps down here that are on top of old Indian burial grounds, you know? And they say that they, you know, they smell and they hear things from like back when the Indians were there. You know, like you'll smell certain like tribal shit and you'll hear like different like, you know, like the noise, like shit like that, like Indians make. You feel me? I don't really know how they make it, but you get what I'm saying. So it is possible that there is ghosts inside of prisons. Now, I'm speaking on active prisons. I'm not speaking on abandos, because abandos, I'm pretty sure, yeah. If not, there's some sort of supernatural thing going on in some prisons, you know what I'm saying? On the abandoned ones, for sure, you know? And people who don't believe in ghosts might not believe it, you feel me? But I'm one of the people that believe in ghosts. You know, I believe in that type of shit. You get what I'm saying? Now, as far as active prisons, if there truly isn't ghosts in there, there is certain things that will make you feel like there's ghosts in there. You understand? Now, when you're on the rec yard, okay, and all of a sudden you're just, you see what it looks like out there every day. You know what's everywhere because you see it every day for years, okay? Then all of a sudden you go and look out your window at nighttime and you notice that everything that was in the workout cage is placed. You see someone out there grabbing everything from the workout cage and just walking across the damn rec yard and then putting it against the fence. And then walk back and do the same thing over and over again. You start looking out that window like what the fuck? Like, bro, I know I ain't tripping. But you might not think it at the time. You'll be looking out your window and you'll see that. And you're just thinking like, you go to tapping your dog and all like, bro, what the fuck they doing on the rec yard? And they'll look, we like, according if they're on Tunchi or not, they might not see exactly what you see, but they see something because they tripping on that shit. You feel me? But then they might be like, oh no, bro, dude on some other shit. And then next thing you know, 20 minutes later you look, and that shit that you just seen wasn't even there. Literally, like all the stuff that was supposedly in your mind that they were bringing from the damn rec cage, the workout cage, to the fence right there, it's not even there. There's no one else on the rec cage or on the rec yard in general. You know what I'm saying? So them type of things make you sense things. Now, I'm no ghost hunter or nothing like that, but I know when it comes to, you know, different spirits and souls and shit, supposedly they don't leave until they satisfied or something like that, right? You know? And you never know what it is. It might be a little sign and they're trying to tell you something or guide you somewhere. You know, they might be trying to tell you something bad happened to them back in the day in the workout cage. So they're bringing the weights right there and you know, you may be the only person that's seen that shit. You feel me? Now, a lot of times when you bring it to someone else's attention and you mention it to them, you are the only one that's seen it. You know, you do feel like you're seeing shit. You get what I'm saying? But you will come across people who have seen something particular to that before. You know, that done seen something that is kind of like that. So then you don't feel like you're the only one tripping. Because what is the chances that me, him, dude over there, and dude in the dorm on the other side of the compound all seen the same shit? You know? So it kind of makes you feel like there's some sort or something like that. Now, as far as the kitchen, all right? We used to be working in the kitchen. I worked in the kitchen, and when you'd be in the kitchen, they got dish rooms. They got the where they put like all the trays after you're done eating. They come inside the dishwasher room. They go in the flap. You got the serve room where the line's at, where all the trays come down and you put all the food on it and you hand it out the flap to the people in the chow hall. And then on the other side of the chow hall, you have the flap where it goes into the dish room and there's inmates in there grabbing it and then spraying it off, banging it in the trash can, doing everything like that. Then you have the pot room, which is where all the pots go when they need to be cleaned after they're done being used to cook. Now, we would be in there while the rest of the compound's in their dorms and everything. And when they do head count, you know, they make everyone come out of the kitchen and sit inside the chow hall so they can get a number on us and count how many of us there is. There's only like 8 to maybe 12 of us in there. So we're all sitting right in the chow hall, only take up like 3-4 tables. We're all just sit there, we got our hair knits on, our apron, gloves, the whole nine. And, you know, we're waiting for them to be done with count. I shit you not, every single day, there'd be so much banging and noises going on inside of that pot room. Literally, like you would hear some shit, or you could be walking with a big ass pan of hot grits, and you're trying all you can not to, you know, spill it, because in prison they don't give you them stiff grits. They don't give you that shit that like plop like that. They give you that watery shit. You know what I'm saying? So you be walking like this, trying not to drop your grits. You feel me? That shit going back and forth like this, and then all of a sudden, as you walk by the pot room, a bunch of pots just fall down and try and scare the shit out of you. Oh shit. Like little things like that make you realize, you know, 9 times out of 10 there is probably a spirit inside of this place. You know, people get hurt all the time inside of prison. You know, all the way from getting their manhood took, to getting beat up, to getting wet up, to getting bodied, to getting brutally beaten. you know, to everything. So you never really know what is inside of a facility, no matter how nice it may look. Straight up. Now, this ain't no ghost, you know, channel. Like, I'm not a ghost whisperer or hunter or whatever you call it. You feel me? This is a prison genre. So many people wanted to hear about this, so I figured I would, you know, break it down and let them know, you know? Now, when I was younger, we had some scary ass ghost situations too. I went to a place in Lakeland, down here in the state of Florida, and they had a bunch of cornfields, you know what I'm saying? And we went there, whatever, like to stay in the cabins for the weekends and shit. And I swear on everything that I seen a ghost. Straight like that. Me and my stepbrother, when I was littler. We went to these cabins, stayed in these cabins, and next thing you know, when you walk in the cabin, that shit looked like a house. And that was basically the check-in desk where you check in, you get your key for the room and shit. And when you walk in there, it looked just like a house. It had a porch with a rocking chair on the damn porch. And we walked in there, you know, and it turned into like a store. It wasn't even like a house. And next thing you know, later that night, my parents that I was with, because I was young at the time, I was like 14. My parents, they was in one cabin, and me and my stepbrother was in another cabin. So we decided to walk up to this hill. There was a hill. And we decided to walk up to that hill. We're going to go up there under the street light. Let's go see what's up there. We get up there, and we're on top of the hill chilling and shit. And as I look forward, you know, my stepbrother's like, man, what's that right there, bro? And I'm like, and I look, and I'm like, look at that shed, you feel me? And he's like, where at? And I'm like, right there. And then I noticed in the dark, because it looked like sugar cane. I didn't mean cornfields, I meant sugar cane fields. But it looked like sugar. It looked like the sugar cane fields, basically. But in front of me, I'm on this road at the top of this hill, and it looks like a swell, like a canal. Like, it looks like there's a canal between me and them damn sugar cane fields. You feel me? And I'm like, once I noticed the shit's moving, I'm like, bitch, that ain't no shed, boy. So, and once I said that, I felt like it went faster that way. And what it was doing in my mind was it was trying to make its way to the little path that crosses over the canal to get to where I'm at. You know how it is when you see like a canal, and then there'll be like a grass area so you can cross over, and then it's the canal again. Well, that was like right over there. So to me, it was running there. Man, I took off clearing it, ran down the hill all the way to the bottom, left my slides up there and all types of shit, you know? And I've told, I think, this story, you know, back in another video before. I'm not sure though. But man, I ran down there, whatever. And there was an old lady. Once we ran all the way back down, on the porch of where you check in to get your key at, where that rocking chair was, there was an old lady on there. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, man, y'all better, you know, be careful. Be careful. So we're like, all right, you know. And next thing you know, she was gone. She wasn't sitting on the chair no more. You feel me? We seen her on the way up the thing. She said some shit to us, but I can't recall what it was. And then when we came back down, she was like gone. She wasn't on the rocking chair. Like, she knew something was out there. You feel me? And that shit was spooky. Now, I didn't think nothing of it. I thought there was probably something in the trees out there. Something in the damn sugar cane, boy, trying to grab us or something. So I didn't think anything of it. The next day came. It was time for us to leave. I decided I'm going to go up there and get my slides. So when I go up there during the daytime to get my slides, when we're about to leave, my slides are nowhere to be found. And there isn't even a canal. Or you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just straight like a grass area. Whatever it was could have just ran straight towards me. And there wasn't nothing there that looked like anything. You feel me? So I'm like, boy, there was definitely something here. Now when I go with my old boy, my dad, to check out, when I go in there, he's talking to the dude at the counter. And the dude's like, oh, my dad's like, oh, you know, this is a nice little place you got. And he's like, yeah, my mom owned it. And he's like, oh, yeah? He's like, yeah, man. He's like, rest in peace to my mom or whatever. And you feel me? My dad was like, oh, she passed, sorry to hear that. And he was like, yeah. He's like, man, I swear sometimes I can still hear her laugh. That laugh was the same laugh that we heard last night as the lady was saying shit. She was like talking and laughing. And we seen her with our own eyes on the rocking chair. You feel me? And the dude even said, he's like, yeah, man, I can't get rid of this old hole in the wall. You feel me? He started telling my dad that, yeah, this was her house, but we turned it into, you know, the loft, basically, the lobby. And he told my dad, yeah, that's my mom's rocking chair out there, whatever. It's real homey, you know. I just can't get rid of it. Something about the place. Man, I heard that shit and I was like scared to tell my parents. I felt like something is, you know, like definitely was wrong and I didn't want to tell them. You feel me? They'd think I'm tripping. You know what I'm saying? So there is ghosts, I feel like, out there. As far as in prison, like I said, the little things I seen and witnessed when I was in there, it'll make you think, yeah, there is. And I'm not doubting that there isn't. You feel me? And I'm pretty sure people are going to be in this comment section and they're going to be breaking it down and they're going to be throwing in little, you know, shit that they seen and witnessed when they was incarcerated. It ain't even got to be incarceration. It could be in school. Straight up. It could be that you just have something in your mind that you seen, whether when you were little or grown. Or something you know to this day that is supposed to be haunted. You understand? And I'll be honest with you. If there was a lot of places down here in South Florida that I could go to that are haunted and stuff like that, I would be dropping them videos for y'all. Because I truly believe in that type of shit. And I like that type of stuff. But when you look at like the haunted places down here in Florida, there's not really shit down here in South Florida. You got to go way up, like 4 or 5 hours away just to start seeing the good ones. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I feel like, you know, if that's the case, I might as well go to a different state and visit some scary ass shit for real. Go to Pennsylvania or something and go to some haunted ass place. You know, like stuff like that. That's what I felt like would be more worth it than to just drive 4 or 5 hours just to hope to find a place that's, you know, supposed to be haunted. But to me, there is ghosts inside of prison. That's how I look at it. Not saying that the ones that I specifically came across with my incidents and situation were ghosts, but if you was in my shoes at that time and you seen it how I seen it, you would be thinking in the back of your mind, or at least question yourself in the back of your mind, is it true? And to me, I feel like, yes, it is. You feel me? Straight up. Letting y'all know that's how I feel. Now, I feel like there is ghosts inside of prison. You feel me? The ones that are active, you might not see occasions that much because, you know, you got people everywhere. You know, or your mind might just making you see something that truly isn't there because of a past incident. You know, one of your homeboys could have got wet up and got transferred or went home or something. Next thing you know, you look and you're seeing someone that looks like your homeboy, but you're not knowing it. You're not knowing it looks like your homeboy. That's just your mind has it all printed up for you. And then you see him walking on the rec yard or just some weird shit, you know. But the ones that aren't active, that are bandos, them shits right there, boy. Them shits right there, boy. I know for a fact. There's some spirits in some of them shits, boy. You can't tell me different. But anyways, man, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video on up. Y'all stay tuned, man. In a couple days, I'm going to be dropping part 2 for the inmate dictionary. All right? Appreciate everyone that's been rocking with me. Y'all already know, man, we on our way to, what, 55K or 54K or something like that. Slowly but surely, we're getting there, man. I took the long route. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather take the long route because I know it's real. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all make sure y'all keep them squares, snakes, clowns, all that shit out your damn circle. Until next time, this Frog.